in conversation with Mr. Vijay Ruchlan, Director of Estrivari Productions India Private Limited. Hello sir, welcome.
Pleasure.
So just for the starter, we would like to know that what is it that has brought to you to do what you're doing today?
The starting point was restlessness. I was very restless when I was caged in a textile industry. I'm a textile technologist, and my family owned factories employed about 1,200 people, and it was a pretty large business for that. But somehow I felt very claustrophobic. I felt I wanted to break out. I wanted to meet entrepreneurs, new ideas, technical people, new businesses, challenges more than the business. And I was boxed into that. Sometime in 1985, I started branching out. We set up an alternate energy manufacturing unit, a dye stuff. And that was the starting point. The restlessness continued. 1992, 94, I think, got into stockbroking. Was a member of 2 exchanges, part owner though. Then got into international branding, had a tie-up with a Swiss company, got a Swiss-Italian national to come here to help new industries and businesses start up in India. Had a wonderful board of advisors and directors in all the companies, some nationally and internationally known names. In spite of that, till date I can say with confidence that in that sense I'm on a caravan which is traveling, and every day I'm trying to learn, get new ideas, implement them, develop them and see them successful. So that is what has driven me so far, and that is what has brought me where I am today, which is starting new businesses and enjoying my work with the wow factor in place. There are only 2 things you can do with ideas: convert them into a service or an industry. Now, this is what we do with the ideas. We grow with the entrepreneur and we hold his hand right through and through. And we not only tell him what to do, we also sometimes, and in almost all the cases, invest in their businesses with them. So, as they say, our fat is as much in the fire as theirs is. Like I said, I come from an industry background. And for me, the culmination in any idea, of any idea, is basically that it gets converted into business.
The businesses, the industries that you mentioned, would like to know what all businesses, industries that you have set up so far.
Directly, textiles, like I said, dye stuffs, alternate energy. Indirectly associated with pharma. Been on the board of a company which had diverse businesses such as movies, consumer products, some of which are now taken over by the finest names in the world, chemicals, like I said, branding, and just now we are getting into vehicles and automobiles in a big way, military supplies. So it's been a whole range of industries that I've been privileged to be associated with.
Talking about Estrivari, could you tell us what is the background of Estrivari and what inspired you to initiate this particular idea?
Estrivari means various talents in Italian, and like I said, we wanted to gather a set of very talented people to nurture businesses. And that, I think, to some extent we are now beginning to feel happy about doing, because a whole range of talents are being collected to make sure that the businesses are taken ahead.
Sure.
And we are able to get some very well-known people to come together, well-known companies, industries and thinkers on the same platform. For instance, one of my very close associates now in the US is a world-renowned author. He's written great books on the green business, green energy. It gives me great joy to interact with several such intellectuals across various streams. And that for us in Estrivari is the point of culmination of whatever we've tried to do over the last 12 years and over 32 years of my business.
Okay. And in Estrivari, if we may define, what services, what solutions are being provided under Estrivari?
I think the finest term I can use is that we become live-in partners with our idea generators. Because a person who's generating an idea really needs you to be with him all the time. Because he's uncertain, he knows there's value, he sometimes is away from the real world. We hold him down to the real world, we guide him, we sometimes invest with him, or sometimes get some of our very well-known, nationally and internationally known partners, invest with him, lend their brands, lend their muscle, their strength to make their dreams come to a reality.
Okay, and we have also come to this particular understanding that Estrivari is more focusing towards green ideas. Can you please explain a bit more on that?
I always say that we will be surprised a lot into the future. Like we are surprised today that a single instrument such as this makes us see the world here. We can watch television, we can talk to several countries, we can compute, we can store data, we can talk to anybody, we can do a million things. We couldn't imagine this, say, 2 decades ago.
True.
And I'm sure 2 decades from now, we'll see energy sources and our appliances and our daily life touched by sources which are very unique, green, and I also call technologies or businesses which save energy as green energy. Green is not only generating solar or wind power. Green is also saving energy. If I can use this mobile for twice the time that I'm using with the same energy input, that is also green.
Right.
And we're going to see a hell of a lot of that. For instance, buildings are going to be throwing out energy rather than consuming energy. And it's happening at a lot of places, some of which are in India. India also has now incidentally become, to me, one of the finest places because it's a democracy and it has a reasonably good law system. At least there's a law prevalent here which is accepted internationally, and therefore companies can come here, produce and export and send it out at very, very good prices. Therefore India is at a very sweet spot and will certainly achieve its numero uno status of being the finest industrial power in the next 20 or 30 years.